Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. I come to you today as a humble man, a humble anchor that apparently has a dog face on screen sometimes. Yeah. And apparently, Phil has announced a couple things overnight. Well, he may have done it yesterday, but I'm unprofessional here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want from me? First off, he says that he's going to put Mario Sunshine, a great game, on the back burner. He says that he's going to have to postpone it, as in his own words. Snort. He says that he has so much going on right now, and he really needs the money for his taxes and for his vacation with his new girlfriend, which is coming up in a couple days now, that he can't do Mario Sunshine. He can't do Mario Sunshine. It doesn't make him any money. So he's going to put that on the back burner. That, ladies and gentlemen, is despicable, because he's already been paid for that. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to actually go to a video talking about that later on. But something else, ladies and gentlemen, that I thought I'd report on, that some of you have asked for me to do, and I'll do. Apparently, Phil has announced what his January goal is going to be. This white hot thing that's going to blow everybody's mind. People have been asking him to do it for years. Well, he's announced what he wants to do. He's announced that he's going to do a marathon of a full playthrough, I believe, actually, of Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure all of you know the lore behind an amazing segment, a genre of games in itself, called This Is How You Don't Plays. Brings a shiver down my spine as I say it. And its creator, Evil AJ. Let me give you a brief history on this. If I remember correctly, ladies and gentlemen, it started with Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Phil was sloughing it up. And God came down and said, this is despicable. This is horrible that this is going on. Who will answer my call to correct the problem that's going on here? Who will be my anointed architect, creator, to fix this problem? While Phil was sitting on his ass, saying, fuck Kojima. Evil AJ stood up. And he's like, I'll answer that call. And he was crucified for it, ladies and gentlemen. This man, this saint, sat there for hours upon hours, going through footage, correcting and recorrecting, and made us a masterpiece. Some people equate it to the 16 Chapel as it pertains to video games, ladies and gentlemen. We all know about its greatness, but let's get into a little bit more about it and how Phil took on it. Phil felt that his content was stolen. It was taken from him, and he was defamed for this. They were making fun of him and doing malicious stuff with his intellectual property. And he tried to wage a little bit of a war on it, apparently. Apparently, Phil did not like what he saw. And Phil convinced his fans that they didn't like what they saw. And he tried to take it down. Supposedly a couple times. But Evil AJ ended up winning in the end. He was crucified multiple times, but he endured. And he cemented himself into history. Because this is how you don't play is expand further than just the DSP community, further than the detractor community. There's a lot of people who know about it. There are people who don't even know about it. Video games who know about it. This is how you don't play. They've at least seen it. And he's inspired others to do it also. Other potential saints, apostles even, to delve their feet into the sludge to try to make something good out of what DSP produces. Riveting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, if we fast forward a couple more years, Phil thought that he was going to finally try to cash in. It was about 4 years or so after This Is How You Don't Plays were introduced that he thought, you know what, I'm going to try to cash in. Because really, it's all my intellectual property anyway. I'm just allowing them to use it. But I'm going to jump into that now. I'm going to make my own This Is How You Don't Play and try to roll with it. Now, granted, ladies and gentlemen, Phil should have rolled with those punches originally, but he didn't. So he attempted to do his own. And in doing so, it failed miserably. He then went to his fans and were like, hey, why don't you guys go ahead and do that? Make me a couple of This Is How You Don't Plays, and I'll put it on KO Gaming. A failing channel from its onset, and he should have sold it when he had a chance. I remember there was a couple of people who said who wanted it, but I think Theo said that he would pay for it. I would consider going half on that with Theo if he's willing to sell that channel. I would be willing to go half on that. I really would, just for posterity's sake. But that's neither here nor there. Shouts out to Theo. With that being said, I think Phil may have put one or two of them up, maybe, and it went nowhere. I heard at least one of them was really, really good. I don't know if that one ever made it up or not, but I heard it was pretty good. But anyway, Phil, This Is How You Don't Plays have been the bane of Phil's existence. He's always tried to run from it, like the scared little pig, knowing that one day he'll become bacon. Delicious bacon. But Phil, now, in a time of desperation, he's been caught on tax evasion. Has he been prosecuted? Convicted? No. But that's exactly what he did. This man ran from one state to another, didn't know that the state that he was going to had a business tax, and didn't pay it for 3 years. Okay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, he is in dire straits. He owes in excess, supposedly, of possibly $40,000. Now, granted, ladies and gentlemen, he has no proof of this. He doesn't even really know what he owes, but it's about $40,000. This is, I'm just telling you directly what Phil has said. It's $40,000. There's no proof of that whatsoever. And I'm unprofessional, so I'm not going to verify it. He just said, it's been said it's up to $40,000. And Lord knows that Brightside Viking, going around with his racism, as well as Golden Colts, can't pay that bill. So he needs to go into dire straits. Get a job? No. It hasn't, the situation has not progressed to that point yet. Sell off his junk? He's already tried, ladies and gentlemen. He'll get almost nothing for it. And so he feels he doesn't need to sell his stuff. Possibly auction off some of Leanna's old stuff? Oh, no. No. It ain't no fun if the homies don't get none. Phil doesn't believe in that. That is the rule. But Phil doesn't believe that. He'd rather keep all that soap to himself and then wallop in it every couple months. But maybe I'm lying. Because Phil, allegedly, has a girlfriend. A brand new girlfriend. Oh boy. And there's a cornucopia of interesting stuff about that. Some supposed pictures have been leaked. Interesting. Maybe. Possibly fake. Possibly just older pictures of Leanna. Who can say? But Phil... And Phil is going through a lot. And during this holiday season, he needs the help because the tax man wants his money January 31st. Now, I had said earlier in this broadcast that Phil should just go ahead and play Mario Sunshine. He was already paid for that. He'll make some decent money on stream. What's the problem? No, fuck Nintendo. They keep stealing from Phil. Despite all the years that Phil was with Machinima and he was playing the system, to his benefit so he could profit off his Nintendo gameplays, he says that Nintendo's stealing from him. And he doesn't have time to produce the product that is owed to him. But he does have time to produce this white hot series. This product that people have been asking for a long time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to bring you some screenshots here. But even on Phil's own forum, there's concern. There are people on his forums that are a bit on his forum, King of Hate, are concerned, that are saying that I'm not really excited about this. I don't think I want to do this, and I don't think I want to pay the money for it. I'll get to how much it's going to cost in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. But there is genuine concern amongst his own group, his own supporters, that this is a bad idea. But Phil, in his own mind, is the great creator. And he knows what his fan base wants. He knows what they'll pay for. And they'll pay for this. But it's not just that, ladies and gentlemen. I had reported to you a little while ago about this DSP Army situation. And I said that, is Phil going to be the Francis Ferdinand Archduke? Will he be the one to go ahead and cause the great internet war? Well, maybe not. That might be me over-exaggerating, but apparently Phil does have some high hopes for this. I'm here on Twitter. We're over here with Dragon Killer. Shouts out to Dragon Killer. He's great. And we have some interesting posts from Phil. One of these posts stood out to me, though. Phil says that if this goal's hit, there'll be a war on stream in his comment section. The fucking trolls will be everywhere. The fans will be everywhere. And it'll be an all-out war in the stream chat. It'll be amazing. People will throw money at Phil, snort. It'll be great. But there's a catch, ladies and gentlemen. To go ahead and hit this goal for Metal Gear Solid, it'll be at $2,000, a stretch goal. So really, I think he's asking for $1,250, but he wants to try to stretch it to $2,000. $2,000 for one of the most boring walkthroughs that'll probably ever be seen is not exactly worth 2 stacks. It's not worth 2 racks. It's not worth 2 of them things. But that's just me. But that's his idea. This is his plan. That this is what's going to happen. Because of all the negativity that's been hounding him for years when it comes to Metal Gear, this is what he's going to use the profit from. Phil is on his hands and knees, or on his hooves and pig knees, and he needs his help, and this will do it. This will happen. He can make this work. Because in his own words, all of those Kojima cocksuckers will come out here to try to snatch his footage and make their own This Is How You Don't plays. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping, personally, that Evil AJ will end up going ahead and dusting off some of his equipment, dip them into holy water, and will answer the call yet again if this happens. I hope he does. But then again, some say he doesn't have to. They say that he's already suffered enough. He's been crucified already for so long. So will a new apostle come forth? Evil AJ is at the top of Mount Olympus, so to speak. And he's not coming down. But he has passed on his teachings, the knowledge, the information needed to continue with this legacy. Who will be the next one to step up? There are already a bunch of great creators out there who have already done their own versions of This Is How You Don't plays. But who will be the next one to step up as it pertains to this? Or will Evil AJ come off Mount Olympus and be like, I have to answer the call. I have to do this. Amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably thinking, well, wait, GTG, there's others, aren't there? Yes, there is. There's Volt Boy. There's David Davison. There's Cruz. There are some notable names in the community who do edited content. Who will also answer the call, I'm sure. I don't know that for sure, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm confident they will answer the call. I am confident. But ladies and gentlemen, What do you make of this situation? Is this the rantings of a desperate man who has to go down on his hooves and crawl to the very thing that he hates the most to try to drum up money? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. But that's not the only thing. I can also tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that lately, within the last 24 hours or so, Phil has been on a rather lengthy rant about stuff. I mean, he's very, very upset about no one wanting to pledge to the goal. He's very, very upset that people are criticizing him for the goal. And he's not very happy about that Mario Sunshine thing. Basically, these idiots were supposed to give him the money and shut the hell up. But that's not what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. There's some pushback on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into a couple videos. One is brought to us by, I believe, Mr. Stuffs. And another one will be brought to us by Almighty Tevin. Where both of these will, yeah. Where we're going to hear two different sides of Phil, basically. And why he's doing what he has to do to save the business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this is riveting. But it's not. Phil is in his own little cesspool. His own personal hell, so to speak. To when you have to get on your knees and go to the detractors for help. Ladies and gentlemen, a wise person in my comment section said, without the detractors, Phil would be nothing. And his fan base would literally pull the Ouroboros and eat themselves. He was right. Shouts out to Doom. But he's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into our video segment. Well, our audio segment, really. I'll have some stuff on screen as usual. And we'll go through and we'll see Phil's madness. We'll see what this man is going through and enduring. It's absolutely riveting. Ladies and gentlemen, on the dawn of the new year, and on the precipice of the holiday season, Phil just doesn't have enough. So would you support Phil in this time of need? I'm not asking you if to do so. I'm asking, would you support him in this time of need? Would you come out of your own pockets to help Phil save his house and allow him to spend money on his new girlfriend? It's a trying time. And that's a very hard question to ask. With that also being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to leave something out. I don't want to leave anything out, I should say. As it pertains to the December goal, where Phil's supposed to be having a Christmas marathon, shitty sweater, some alcohol, whatever the case may be. Apparently, he also doesn't seem very fond of the drinking goal either. Which is what he promised, that, you know, he'll have a shitty sweater, he'd be drinking, it'd be a festive time. But apparently Phil doesn't seem that interested in drinking, really. He seems to be making some excuses, which is what Phil's known to do. Phil has already turned his back on his fans when it comes to Mario Sunshine. Will he lie and not actually be taking in the holiday spirit? Not taking in the festivities? Not taking in just some probably low-grade gin? We don't know yet, ladies and gentlemen. But enough of that for right now. Let's get into our video segment. Let's see what Phil has to say. I'll be back. This is DSP News. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Mr. Stuffs. DSPGaming, Mario Sunshine, delayed again. Let's go ahead and get into it. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking. Unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG Networking Productions. Here we go.
All right, Riggers 1 did a 10-bit share and says, if you're playing Metal Gear Solid in January, when is Sunshine? I've been looking forward to that since October. Well, the bottom line is, I just played 2 Mario games. I just played Mario plus Rabbids, right? Kingdom Battle. That went through August and all through September. And then immediately in October, I started playing Super Mario Odyssey. And that was played for another full month. I'm being real with you. No, I'm not playing Sunshine right now. It just can't happen. I just did an entire month where I did a playthrough that was like 25 to 30 hours long, and I made no money on it on YouTube. Sorry, it is going to happen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, try to see things from Phil's point of view. He was paid for those games. He also made money on stream. But he didn't make none of that YouTube money. The foundations, the website that he made famous, he didn't get paid from them. From that game company that he's made famous, he put Nintendo on the map. He played their games. He truly loved them. Angry Joe, fuck him. It was DSP. Angry Joe was just riding on DSP's coattails. I'm mad you guys wrote that in my script. But that's not the point. The point is that Phil has brought Nintendo to where they are. And he didn't get paid. He didn't prosper off of Nintendo's back like he used to. So there's going to have to be some cuts, ladies and gentlemen. He's in a trying time. So there'll need to be some setbacks. And sadly, Mario Sunshine will have to take a hit. In my own personal opinion, and as well as with others in the newsroom here, we don't think he may ever play it. And if he does try to play it again, if he does agree to play it again, he'll want to be paid for it again. So there may be another Patreon goal for this. Hey guys, we're on the cuffs of the hardcore gaming season, but you know what? I remembered that I've been delaying Mario Sunshine. But I really need the money right now, ladies and gentlemen. So the Patreon goal will be to play Mario Sunshine. A guaranteed playthrough. So please contribute the $1,250. Excuse me. Or a potential stretch goal of $1,500. And we can make that happen. And I will lock myself in for that game before the hardcore gaming season. It could happen, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to put a pot on that? No, I didn't say buy some pot. I asked you guys if you wanted to go ahead and put some money on that pot. Kenny, what you got going on? Kevin, what about you? Actually, where's Gary and Greg? Oh, they're on vacation? Yeah, too much DSP can be bad for your health. All right, touche, ladies and gentlemen. Touche. We're going to run a small pot here. We'll gradually let you know how large that pot becomes. Let's continue on to the video.
I promised you guys, yes, the Sunshine playthrough is going to happen. Absolutely. It's just not going to happen, until I get to a position where I can afford to do another playthrough that I'm not going to get paid for.
So basically, until you get paid again. Just try to remember this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you just try to remember these two videos. Mr. Stuffs as well as this one. We called it here first. Let's continue.
Right? That's not the situation I'm in right now. Okay? It's just not. I can't. I need to be making money to pay these bills, or else I can't even be here anymore to stream. And the bottom line is, you can expect to... I will preface this immediately, folks. You will hear people in the next month saying that Phil is not playing Super Mario Sunshine. He's not fulfilling his promises to the patrons. He's done.
Next month? I'm doing it right now. People are doing it right now. Shit, Phil. People were doing that after you hit the goal for it. When you said that you were going to have to go ahead and put it on hiatus for a minute. So, don't act like in the next month. People have been saying that since almost Jump Street. Let's continue.
On it again. He's stealing money.
Yep.
And these people are pieces of human shit.
Wow.
These people don't care if I'm playing Sunshine or not.
Really?
These people are just people who are assholes who want to spin everything they basically can to say that I'm a bad human and I'm a thief. The usual people who make shit up. I superbly promise to you that I'm going to be playing Super Mario Sunshine.
Really?
Okay? But that's life.
Here, Phil. I have a suggestion for this new girlfriend of yours. I would like to prove in good faith that you're going to play Mario Sunshine. If the pictures of your girlfriend online are true, if that's really her, I had noticed that she doesn't have a lot of cake back there. She's not exactly thick back there. So I propose something. If what you say is true, and if you're really going to be righteous about this situation, I would like you to ask her to get a tattoo on her right butt cheek, buttocks, of the Mario Sunshine logo. Just a nice small one, nothing serious, and whatnot, on her right butt cheek. And and every night you guys go to bed, you have to spank that logo. So this way, if you actually don't accomplish this playthrough, which whether you will or not is still up to speculation, at least it'll help thicken her up back there a little bit. You probably should smack both cheeks, but you only have to get a tattoo on one cheek though. That's what I propose. That sound good to you guys? Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? All right, cool. So yes, like I said, it doesn't have to be a big tattoo, just a small one of the Mario Sunshine logo. That would be superb here at GTG. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Folks, is that things happen. Guess what? When we were doing all this back in, September, and people were picking games for Patron's Choice and all of that.
And you were bitching and complaining back then about you didn't want to play all these Mario games. But you didn't mind collecting the money on them, though. Just saying.
And all this was happening. That was when I got the news about these taxes. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? And I didn't reveal it until early October.
Then that's your fault. Because at the end of the day, you still collected money on a pledge that you were supposed to give to your fans. Enough said. Just because some of them may want to sit down and be quiet, and I say some because a lot of them have already expressed their concern and dismay and disgust. Some of them have already spoken, but for the other ones who are scared and who still want to keep their mouth shut, that's why the detractors are here. You owe these people, Phil. And whatever little problems that you had doesn't really matter. That's your fault. No one told you to leave one state to avoid taxes, to go to another state and not know that you had taxes there, and not know that you had taxes there, and then chose not to pay them for 3 years. No one told you to do that. That's not your Patreon's fault. They don't have to pick up that tab. They will, sadly. They will pick up the tab on that. They will pay your dues. But in truth, though, you owe them this. And with it being the holiday season, and in the words of the great Riley Huey, you gonna pay what you owe.
But yeah, when I said, I'm going to play Sunshine next year, right? Which is what I said more than likely January. Never promised January, but I said more than likely January. That was of the understanding that everything was going to remain the same. Well, guess what? Things have changed, okay? Things have changed, and sadly, I need to raise money to keep my house.
No, sadly, I finessed you guys out of your Patreon goal. Sorry about that. Pay me more so I can take care of this supposed tax bill, and so I can keep my girlfriend, who is slowly but surely becoming a financial succubus. So you guys need to contribute to those two things. Not Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine is not really worth it to me. And it may never, unless I make you guys pay again. Which please believe, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ, I cannot talk right now. His fans will pay again for this. They will. They most certainly will. Maybe. I would think so. It's possible.
Once that's done, all right? Once that's done, then we can get the Sunshine. And it will happen. But it's not going to happen right now. And here we go. Fuck up.
Are you running for president? I feel like he's running for president. I feel like it's just a bunch of empty-ass promises. I'm not calling out any president in particular because almost every president didn't come through on their promises. But I'm just saying, just curious.
All these idiots, I'm literally banning every piece of shit who's in the stream chat, who's just there to talk shit. You're gone. Because that's all I see. I know who these people fucking are. And they were waiting the entire pre-stream for me to answer this question to try to spin it negative. That's something that I did wrong. Fuck you.
Wow.
No, really. Fuck you.
Wow.
And I mean that. Fuck you.
Wow.
You fucking pieces of shit. You're only here to make me look bad.
But But
right? You're not.
But you're doing a good job of that yourself. I shouldn't get banned for that. That's unfair, Phil. That is unfair.
You're not here to have fun. You're not here to watch the fucking content. You're not here to.
I watch the content. I just watch it through somebody else. I still watch the content.
Fucking support me. You're here to be dicks.
No, I'm not going to sit here and pay for you because you couldn't pay your fucking taxes. It's not my fucking responsibility. The fuck is wrong with you? Sir, I am in a fake newsroom with two guys back there laughing at my recording currently, and I got to listen to you complain about grown man problems. Fuck you. Fuck me? No, fuck you. Shouts out to Tyrone, by the way. You should say fuck him too, so he can continue his motivation with Panda. Anyway, you should really dial that back there, Phil. You seem to be a bit upset. Let's continue.
And they say, oh, Phil said he was going to play Sunshine. He's not playing it. This is a black and white issue, the mentality of a 5-year-old, so he's in the wrong. Let's all make videos about it right now. Go ahead. Run off and make your fucking bullshit videos that are completely factually incorrect.
Okay.
I never promised I was playing Sunshine in January. I said I would probably play it in January. I did promise it would happen, but
it's not happening.
Now, somehow, circumstances have changed.
But that was your fault, and you were already paid for it.
All right? I need to keep my fucking house.
If you need to keep your fucking house, you should have paid your fucking taxes.
So, fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right?
No.
Go to hell.
You go to hell.
Get the...
I'm not ready to go to hell yet, sir. Even though my throne is waiting for me. I'm not ready to go there yet. As for you, fuck you.
Fuck out. And, you know, I need to continue doing what I'm doing right now. Right now, I really need to focus on putting out quality stuff for you guys, being entertained.
Since when have you put out quality content? I don't even know if you can spell that, let alone if you can actually accomplish it. Fuck you.
Raising funds and keeping my house.
Really? How are you raising funds? Are you going out there to get a job? Are you going to go ahead and have a garage sale? Are you going to do what I said and just do a fire sale and sell everything in there? Oh no, you got to keep everything the way it is so you and your new lady friend can have a nice place to stay for your future. Are you planning on having any kids in that future? Are you planning on being a productive citizen in that future? Oh no, she's going to be the one to go out and get the fucking job and pay for you. She's going to be the one to cook and clean and pay for you. She's going to be the one who has to go ahead and endure all the bullshit on why she has to be a living maid while you sit online and go, ah, ha, 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 ha. Fuck you, Phil.
And then when all that's settled, then I can play Super Mario Sunshine. I'll play through that. Nintendo will claim all my ad revenue on, right? Time to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, you're right. It's time to go to fuck up and get a fucking job. Matter of fact, what did you say to that lady that works at Google? To go ahead and dress professionally, go in, sit down, do your fucking job? When are you going to do that? I'm just saying. When is that going to happen? When is personal accountability going to really come in on your end? I understand what you want everybody else to do, but when are you going to do it? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and bring back his little rant there. Because I understand that I was talking through it. And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I just fell into my Alex Jones there a little bit. Just a second, ladies and gentlemen.
And it will happen. But it's not going to happen right now. And here we go. Fuck all these idiots. I'm literally banning every piece of shit who's in the stream chat, who's just there to talk shit. You're gone. Because that's all I see. I know who these people fucking are. And they were waiting the entire pre-stream for me to answer this question to try to spin it negative that's something that I did wrong. Fuck you. No, really. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And I mean that. Fuck you. You fucking pieces of shit. You're only here to make me look bad. Right? You're not here to have fun. You're not here to watch the fucking content. You're not here to fucking support me. You're here to be dicks. And they say, oh, Phil said he was going to play Sunshine. He's not playing it. This is a black and white issue, the mentality of a 5-year-old, so he's in the wrong. Let's all make videos about it right now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Run off and make your fucking bullshit videos that are completely factually incorrect. I never promised I was playing Sunshine in January. I said...
But you didn't need the promise. You were paid for it. You got paid. Okay? You got paid. Fuck your promises. You're going to pay what you owe. Shouts out to Riley Huey. Or Riley Freeman, sorry. Shouts out to Huey too. But that's not the point. The point is you got paid, bruh.
I would probably play it in January. I did promise it would happen, but now somehow circumstances have changed. All right, I need to keep my
Yeah, that happens pretty often around here, from what I've been told.
fucking house. So fuck you. All right.
Fuck you.
Go to hell.
You go to hell.
Get the fuck out.
You get the fuck out.
And you know, I need to continue doing what I'm doing right now. Right now, I really need to focus on putting out quality stuff for you
Good luck doing that.
guys, being entertaining, raising funds, and keeping my house. And then when all that's settled, then I can play Super Mario Sunshine. I'll play through that. Nintendo will claim all my ad revenue on, right? Time to grow the fuck up.
Coming from the man who snorts and grunts every day and can't pay his goddamn taxes. All right, whatever. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'm living up to me being unprofessional, but that was bullshit. Absolute bullshit. We're getting over to, we're going to go ahead and transition over to the next video. Give me just a second. Fuck you, Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, we are with the almighty one, almighty Tevin. DSP tries it. I was able to afford everything, whining about his house and other shit. The links to the videos, as usual, will be in the description below. Fuck you, Phil.
Okay. YOLO Dopper did a 10-bit cheer and says, I made an extra $600 from Bitcoin, and I'll pledge that tonight. Are you going to mean you're going to do a tip? Does that mean you're going to pledge to my Patreon? What does that mean? And are you serious? You're probably full of it. You're probably just pulling my leg. Because if you were going to do it, you would just do it. You wouldn't have to do a cheer to tell me you were going to do it, right? So I will not be waiting with bated breath for that to appear. I'm just saying. And then Rink Dude did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you, Rink Dude. You are now the cheerleader for tonight's stream. I appreciate you very much for your cheer.
Okay, so while he's getting to his e-sucking, why would you give this man money? What does he give you in return, to be honest with you? I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's not computing. You got to understand that this man's a relic. And he doesn't want to change. It's not that he can't. He doesn't want to. So why would you guys allow him to keep slugging along with the gout when he offers you nothing in return? He gives you nothing. He provides you nothing. He doesn't inspire you to do anything except give him money. What is the point of all this?
Thank you. And as I was saying that,
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, this guy made $600 extra off Bitcoin. So your first act is to let me not keep it. Let me go ahead and keep it for a rainy day. You know, maybe go ahead and use it to upgrade your rig or anything of the sort. Something productive that will help you make more money. No, you want to give it to Phil. Before you donate to anybody, you should invest in yourself. It's one of the best investments you can ever make in your life. Will be in yourself. Because in turn, if you make yourself better, then you can make the people around you better. Brightside Viking never got that memo. But apparently he can go on Twitter and throw the N-word at people. Anyway. And then say he was trolling. Anyway. Most of you guys, if you're on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. Story on that still coming. Yeah, why don't you invest in yourself first? If every one of DSP's fans or supporters invested in themselves first, then you could literally force Phil to get better. Because you guys would be better. Steel sharpens steel. Phil's not even there yet. He's still a rock. He's a pebble. He's nothing. And you guys just keep kicking him along. And as long as you guys keep kicking him along, he'll just keep rolling along with it. The problem is now that's what he expects of you. When he's prospering, it's all gravy, baby. This is gravy train all day. Cash rules everything around me. But then when shit gets bad, oh, you guys really need to help support me if you guys want to see me here another day. Yet he's going to be there tomorrow anyway, and the day after, and the day after, pushing the same narrative. He's not going anywhere. But that doesn't mean that you guys yourselves shouldn't get better. Because one day, you guys are going to wake up and you're going to think, God damn, I gave this guy all this money and he's still shitting it up. But what do you have to say? Don't be like other people who live in a goddamn cardboard box because they gave just about every dime they had to Phil. Don't do that. Strive to have a little bit more than what he has. You can say whatever you want to say about the tractors. You can say whatever you want to say about the trolls and the haters and everything of the sort. But I'm sure that we all have, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to do it at this point. We all have our shit together because we're not begging on our YouTube videos for money. We're not whining, complaining about our problems. You want to hear a real problem, ladies and gentlemen? I will give you one. This is Golden talking to you, GTG. I ran out of my pumpkin spice cappuccino this morning. And the store didn't have any. So you know what I had to resort to? Pumpkin spice creamer. Creamer! This is tragic. This is horrible. And it wasn't even my fault. It really wasn't. I showed up to the store early. And they said they're out of stock. And they have been for a while. Especially the last time they got a shipment, I bought like 2 cases of it. And they did say that it would be a delay. Yeah, I guess it was my fault, actually. Goddamn. But it was going to sell anyway, so theoretically, that's not the point, ladies and gentlemen. The point is, that's the struggle that I'm having. It's not really a struggle. The pumpkin spice creamer is actually pretty good. But, yeah. It's not even a problem. It's really just an inconvenience more than anything. But the point is that you don't have to keep supporting him and his bullshit. Because at the end of the day, when you go to sleep tonight, after you've given Phil whatever amount of money that you've given him to make you feel better that you're helping somebody, when you wake up the next morning, so will Phil. And he'll be ready and waiting with a brand new narrative on why you need to give him more money. Just a friendly piece of advice from some guy who makes shitty ass videos, cringeworthy videos, and whatever else. Invest in yourself. If you take anything from any of my videos, invest in yourself. You are the greatest investment you'll ever make. Invest in yourself. And then force Phil to do better. To be better. Then he might be worth your bits and your cheers and your tips and your subs. But until then, he's going to be the piece of shit that treats y'all like pieces of shit. And he's going to expect your money either way. DSP News.
Ponage 101 just tipped the $10. And he says, every little bit helps, so I hope this helps here. I want you to still be here for 2018. I know, man. I want to be here for 2018, too. I certainly don't want the majority of my 2018, all right? I really don't want the year to become the year where I can't even stream consistently anymore because I'm so busy trying to sell my house so that I can pay back taxes, so that I can pay off all these fucking creditors and shit. And then half the year I'm moving back across the country. I'm moving back to the shitty condo in Connecticut. The quality of everything I do goes way the fuck down. The internet's constantly out. The weather's terrible. I don't want to go back to that. I don't.
No, fuck that. Send him back there. Send him back to that. He needs to be humbled. Send him back to where he has to shovel the snow. Send him back to the shitty weather. Send him back to the people that he's fucked over. And let him face the music. He may become a better person for it. You've heard what he doesn't want to do. Maybe, instead of you guys throwing money at him, maybe you guys should tell him what he has to do. Just a thought, though.
I've worked my fucking ass off to get where I am. And I don't want to go back because of the fucking mistake of an asshole who didn't do his job that he was paid for. I don't. And I'm sad. I'm very sad that I have to.
No, you're sad because you didn't take a half hour to do a little bit of research on your own. That half hour could have saved you all this grief. And then that girlfriend allegedly, may be in a better position. She may be in a more comfortable position. Instead of having her new potential alleged boyfriend on stream begging for money.
Put it up to a situation where I kind of have to appeal to you guys and gals for help, but I don't know what else to do. Like I said, the only thing that I could think of where I have any equity or any power would be to sell my house, which would be worst case scenario.
And yet you should still sell it. It's too big for you anyway. It's too much of a responsibility for you. You can barely keep up with it. And you've said that. And your mother and father are getting older. So they can't keep flying out to take care of your shit. And Lord knows you can't do anything because you're trying to, save the house and the business.
Okay. So, thank you everyone for your support. Every little bit does help. And, well, like I said, in December, the Patreon goals, I think, is going to raise a lot of extra funds that normally it wouldn't. I'm probably going to be doing a few kind of drive-style streams to try to raise funds by the end of December or early January. And we'll see what happens.
Now that I think about it, didn't you used to... Actually, I know you did. You used to shit on people who used to have donation drives and stuff on stream. You used to shit on that stuff hard. It's actually very ironic in a lot of ways that all the things that Phil used to bash other people for, he's been doing over the last couple of years. But it's okay that he does it. Because, I really need this, and I'm not as big as them, and I'm not as popular as I used to be, and all these people that hate me, and they make these terrible videos on me, and they're the ones who drove me to this. Yet, don't you hold some type of accountability in that? Something? Even a little bit? Just asking.
Happens, okay? Yes, Popsicolo, I know I was lucky not to be on the East Coast last winter. That's the thing, I can't shovel snow. I can't. I'm at the point, I can't. If I hurt my back again, I'm done. You know what I mean? I don't have any, it's different. 10 years ago, well, actually it was more than 10 years ago now, but when I first hurt my back, when I first had my back injury, my parents were younger. They were able to help me with stuff. They would come over if I had heavy lifting to do or whatever. They could help me with stuff. My parents are elder.
Phil, that's what friends are for. Oh, you don't have any? Okay, I got you.
Now they can't do shit anymore, so I'm done. If I get my back fucked up again because I have to move back to the East Coast, it's over, man. I don't even know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I gotta bust my ass in the next month and a half to make shit happen to stay here. That's the bottom line. I gotta do my best, all right, and I will. I pledge to you guys, I will do my best in the next month and a half to do whatever it takes to stay here, all right. Keck into the 10-bit cheer. He says, I might try to do a drive stream too. Dude, you really don't have to do that. I think, if anything, the best thing you could do, all right, for those of you, especially, and I'll say this too, I realize that a lot of you guys don't have money, okay? I get it. I've been there. When I was young, I didn't have any money either. I don't have any money now. But when I was young,
Because you're just as stupid now as you were then? Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't have a lot of money to give anyone, all right? And I do appreciate when
No, you're right. You didn't have a lot of money to give anybody anything. That's why Project 7 didn't get finished. Because you lied and said that you tried to offer these guys money, which you should have done, just so you could finish the project. And you didn't, because you said they didn't want any. Or that's alleged. You've changed that story a couple times. Yeah. But you did have enough money, though, for that nice BMW. What was that, $400 a month? Yeah, and you did have enough money for all those bullshit collectibles that you can't do shit with now, right? And all those broken arcade sticks and controllers that you bought and broke. And all those DSP trizits. And I'm not really seeing where you didn't have a lot of money at the time, Phil. I'm just curious.
Once in a while, you guys throw me a couple bucks when you can afford it, all right?
Oh, let's not sell Brightside Viking and Golden Colt short. They've thrown you way more than a couple bucks. Let's be honest. They've taken pretty good care of you. More so than most.
The best thing you can do, be positive, all right? Positivity around the streams. Get people to come in and check out the streams and let them understand this is a really cool place to hang out.
I mean, when people aren't getting banned or saying that you guys are fucking trolls and pieces of shit and fuck you guys hate me and you guys make everybody else hate me and all that, right? Okay, I was just curious.
Get new people in. You know, anything you can do to get new people to just check stuff out of mine, rather than them listening to the bullshit negativity all over YouTube, right? Bring them over to the Twitch channel. Push them in this direction. Let them see how awesome and positive these streams are. And, you know...
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please spread the gout. Please spread the gout around. Misery loves company. And Phil wants to live comfortably.
That's how you can help as well. Positive word of mouth goes the distance. By the way, I should say this. When I originally became popular on YouTube, it was because of positive word of mouth. I didn't promote my videos. I didn't do crossovers with anybody.
Hence the reason why you're where you're at now. You're right. You didn't put any work into trying to get yourself out there, trying to promote yourself in any way, shape, or form. And that's why you've been stagnant at the 100,000 plus mark. For how many years? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I do distinctly remember Almighty Tevin saying that he watched you early on. That was, 2009, I think he said. And then he kind of fell off YouTube, and then he came back, and you were kind of just stagnant. And you've been there ever since. Just saying.
Unlike a lot of these other people who always did these big collabs or whatever, I wasn't promoted by anyone. My MCN, Mamshinema, never promoted me. It was because of positive word of mouth that I was able to become popular on YouTube. And the same thing can happen here on Twitch. If people tell people about how good the streams are, they'll come over. You know what I mean? Sound good?
Yeah, they'll come over to see the train wreck. But it doesn't take long to see who you really are, Phil. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was probably the worst way to go about it, to be honest with you. If you wanted to do that, you should have organized it for one specific day. Like, hey, Saturday and Sunday, you know, go ahead and get out there on social media and promote me. Tell people to come by my stream on Fridays and on Saturday and Sunday. And then on that day, on those 2 days, I'm sorry, you have to be on your P's and Q's. Because with what you just said now, if some random person was like, hey man, you know, check out the stream, and they go on Twitter and they're like, all right, I'll check it out. And then you're in some fucking full-blown rant over some bullshit about how you want to save your fucking house, and you're mad that people don't want to fucking pledge to your Patreon goal, I think that would be considered a deficit. I think that would be a setback. And I would think that that person's going to be like, oh, well, fuck this, but let me go ahead and tell everybody else to fuck this too. And then there you go. You're certainly not a very sharp one, are you? You're really not.
Good. All right, Need for Speed Game Devs just hit me $5 and said, we want you to be here to play our next game, Phil. Well, thank you, Need for Speed Game Devs. Maybe next time just make a better game, but I do appreciate your support. And Persona 3 Master did 100-bit cheers. He says, drinking is bad for your health. You are absolutely correct. It is very bad. And then Golden Colts did
That's kind of funny, being that, how many bottles of gin have you gone through? I mean, just in the last day or two, I mean. I'm not talking about ever. I was just asking. I was hoping for a little bit of transparency. Something. I haven't said this in a while. DSP News.
100-bit cheer. He says, drinking is excellent for your health. You're absolutely correct. It is excellent for your health.
Wow, you're really willing to suck some dick for some bits, huh? Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. Sound good?
This is riveting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, here we go with the negativity. People like Spooky Woon, who is always a negative influence here in the stream chat. But Phil should just sell his house because he can't afford it. Wrong. Actually, this year, as I've explained many times, I was doing fine. This year in particular...
But see, that's your problem, Phil. You just want to do fine. You don't want to strive to be better. You just want to be okay. You kind of just want to slough along and not really try to make yourself better. You don't seem to care to do that. And you wonder why people shit on you as hard as they do.
The increase in the stream, people coming to streams, the people participating in streams with cheers, subs, and tips, with all the positivity, there was more positivity surrounding me in 2018 in 2017 than there's been in the past 5 years. Like, people were really pumped to see me change for the better and do.
Did you change for the better though? No. You're still on the couch. You're still aging at a crazy accelerated rate. You're still as negative as usual. The people around you are as toxic as usual. What exactly changed? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not I know that I think in certain circles they call him Master Cuck, but as a like waifu destroyer Matt, I I don't really know what to say about that dude. I wish he wouldn't go back to your streams, but I guess he has nowhere else to go. But did you really need to shit on him that hard? Like, just because he made a very valid point about you? And he's been around for a while. And he's given you quite a bit of money. But none of that means anything, right? Like, at the moment, it means something. Oh, thanks for the cheer, man. I really appreciate it, man. It's really going to go towards my bills. But then, when he has some constructive criticism for you, then all of a sudden he's like, you know what, fuck you. Yeah, go ahead and keep paying me money. Yeah, I'll take your $5 and I'll entertain you. What do you have to say now? I'm just saying. And to waifu destroyer Matt, hey man, I don't know you personally or nothing, so you know that is what it is. But I don't know, man. I don't you have a little bit more self-worth than that? To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm asking you. This man proceeded to shit on you for like 5 or 10 minutes straight. And had a good time doing it. And yet you still go back and you still give him money. What exactly was the point of all that? When people treat you like shit, you step away from them. You don't owe him anything. He obviously feels that he doesn't owe you anything because he couldn't even respect you or your opinion. So why continue to keep going back? I'd like to actually try to get a legitimate answer, if you could. Or give me an answer in general. I just like to try to understand. Like, I've never been shitted on by someone. It's certainly not like that. You know what I mean? And gone back to them the next day. It sounds like Stockholm Syndrome. Which is something that is frequent in DSP's community. But you seem to have some sense. So I'm curious on why you continue to go back there. Maybe we'll never get an answer.
Better streams and better quality stuff.
But then, ladies and gentlemen, that does go back to what I said before about investing in yourself. Because when you don't, you end up like that. Before you believe in anybody else, you should believe in yourself. Because if you can't believe in yourself, then all you have is your belief in others. And that's why DSP is where he's at. DSP News.
And there's an air of positivity in the air whenever I stream now, which is awesome. And I was affording all of my bills. I was affording everything, right? And now I was in a situation where I have a girlfriend where, you know, things kept going positive. She was maybe sometime in 2018, maybe come move in with me. Then we got another source of income. And then everything becomes better. But
now, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it there first. You know, she can move in. There'll be a second source of income. And everything will be great. For all of you people who defend DSP, he's been very transparent with you on what this person is going to be to him. So why exactly can't you guys see it? This isn't a spin on his words. He said it himself. She's going to come in, second source of income, everything will be great. Not she's going to come in and she's going to, and we're going to build a relationship together. And in turn, I'll be a lot more positive. She's going to help motivate me, and I'm going to be able to bring you guys a better fill. No, she's going to come in, she's going to share the responsibilities of the house, and she's going to bring in a second income. I don't understand what's so hard to figure out with that. But the thing is, though, is some of you guys are starting to figure that out. Some of you guys are starting to figure out that maybe Phil doesn't really care about this girl, if she even exists. Think about that the next time you go into a detractor's channel and start spewing your bullshit about, let Phil just be happy. He's not happy with her. He's happy with what she brings in, which is money. Just like you guys.
And the tax bullshit happened. So, stop talking out of your butt. Spooky one. Shut up. Stop spreading misinformation before I slap you with my e-penis through the stream. It'll be like a big, a whipping attack. Wow. like a belt. Whoosh. Okay. And John d'Arc did 100-bit cheer. He says, we got your back, Phil. Thank you, John d'Arc. There you go. What?
I don't know. For someone who owes $40,000, $40K, 40 of them stacks, that 100-bit cheer is you're gonna need a whole lot more than that if you got his back. I'm just saying, do what you do, but just let him know. I'm just letting you know you're gonna need a whole lot more than that. That 100 bits isn't gonna be enough. So you may want to go ahead and dig down deep if you got Phil's back.
What do you mean? You guys don't think I could wield my e-penis in an offensive manner? Come on. Okay. It's time, folks. It's time. All right, I'll answer one more question from infamous Konzin. I can't even read and spell your name or read your name, but he says, "Why are your YouTube comments disabled?" Well, they're only disabled on the gaming channel. The reason they're disabled is because a bunch of either lowlives or mentally disabled people, and that's the truth of the matter, decided to make video series based off of people saying negative things about me in my gameplay videos, and they would purposely go, thousands of people in some cases would go to my videos and just post negative comments on purpose. They wouldn't even watch the video. They would just...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, someone pointed this out recently. It might have been Theo, and it probably was Almighty Tevin, and it was someone else too. It might have been Argent. I hope I'm saying his name right. But they, it's funny how he can sit on his ass all day and be terrible at the very thing that he says that he's good at. Right? And how he's so helpless that he can't do anything for himself and he needs other people to do it. But yet he has an explanation for everything. He has a theory behind everything. He has he knows everything. It's funny how he can come up with all this stuff off the cuff, but he can't figure out a legitimate way to make money that doesn't leech off somebody else. It's amazing how he did that. Or how he does that, I should say. Just throwing it out there.
Post something ridiculously insulting in the comments so that they could be noticed in someone else's negative video that was made about me and my gameplay. So I said, well, since no one's using the comments for positive stuff anymore, I turned them off. And guess...
Really? What about your fans who were still in there and they were trying to say positive stuff? And were trying to fight off, and I use that term loosely, trying to fight off all those haters. What about that? Oh, they don't count because all you see is the hate. You don't see anything else. Oh, okay. So they call you the king of hate for a reason, huh?
Guess what? I've seen zero negative effect since I did that. My average monthly viewership on my DSPGaming channel is the same. Nothing happened negatively at all.
I'll have to look into that. I don't know if that's exactly true. Your comment section is pretty important under your videos, to be honest with you. It's pretty important. It helps. It certainly helps. It drives engagement because that's what it's considered. It's considered engagement. So it is pretty important. So the fact that he doesn't have a comment section shows why some of his views are shit. I mean, granted, his views were shit before, but I don't know. I'll check Eddie's Twitter because he'll tell us the truth because that's what Eddie does. He tells the truth. Don't believe Phil. That sounds like bullshit.
So,
but I'll look it up.
Obviously, the comments weren't being used by anyone who was actually watching this stuff and enjoying it. It was just being used by a bunch of, mentally disabled idiots.
Mentally disabled idiots. You must have forgot what happened to your last girlfriend. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to that whole comment section situation. What about the people that were actually there trying to support you, Phil? All right, I've already made that point. Back to the whole mentally disabled idiots. I mean, like I said, she wasn't an idiot. Well, you said that you thought she was an idiot, but it's obvious that she was pretty stressed out. She had a lot of things weighing on her mentally. I'm just saying, you've kind of already lost a girlfriend to your bullshit. You've lost one. Don't drive another one to a panic attack or worse. Don't do it. You know what I mean? And stop ranting on about this whole mental illness and all this dumb shit. Because all it's doing, to be honest with you, TBH, as Almighty Tevin would say, is it's starting to lead people to believe that there's something mentally wrong with you. Which there might be, to be honest with you. It makes no sense how a grown man could act like this. It's baffling, to say the very least. You've already experienced something like that in your own life, rather close. You might want to stop talking about that shit, especially since you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's not a joke. It's not a little bullshit catchphrase. It's something serious, and it's something real. Remember? You had to stop streaming because of something similar to that. You might want to take that into consideration. DSP News.
And so it's disabled, and that's it. There you go. That's your answer. All right, folks. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Teeth Blow 17 did a 1500-bit cheer. It says, in celebration of Primal Passenger's return, delete those obsolete racers. Yes, you must become more. Thank you, Teeth Blow, for the 1500 bits. I appreciate it. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, in closing, look forward to that Metal Gear Solid playthrough or playthroughs. Mario Sunshine has been axed yet again. If you're a hater, if you're a hater on Phil's streams, fuck you, and you're toxic, and you're a piece of shit. You know, the usual stuff. And, in truth, though he gives his pledge to do everything within his power to save his house, in truth, he's not going to do anything. Because he can't do anything. It kind of is what it is. So, there you go on that, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much all I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, this was DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG Network and Productions. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the world is a rather silly and scary place out there. Especially with people like Phil in it. Take care of yourselves and invest in yourselves. End the broadcast.
I'm responsible for the money, the actual tax money. I would be responsible 100% for the tax money that's owed to the state. Okay?
Now, it's my understanding that after this came out, that he's behind in a bunch of taxes, that he hasn't been keeping up to date on it, that he got $1,000, or roughly around $1,000 in Twitch donations because of his emergency. That's on top of ad revenue, and however, I know Twitch has like some weird structure on how you make money on it with bits or some shit and subscriptions. I don't fucking know. The details of it elude me. I've done about as much research on that as DSP did on taxation. But, you know, it's on top of ad revenue and Patreon and Twitch and subs and all that shit. And he got $1,000 from it. I wish I was stupid enough not to know how to pay taxes. Would you assholes give me $1,000? Hey, chat, I don't know how to pay my taxes. You need to give me $1,000. I talked to a tax attorney in another state who told me, you need to pay taxes, and I was like, no, I've done research. I don't. And now I'm going to go to prison unless you give me $1,000. Is that how this works?